Welcome to an ESB Sports production of Minnesota Junior Varsity Boys Hockey in Roseau, Minnesota. Today we got the Elk River Elks taking on the Roseau Rams. It's warmed up to a wonderful 6 below zero here in Roseau. Both teams have about 30 seconds to go in warm-ups, then we should drop the puck and get started. If for any reason we should lose the stream, just stick with the live broadcast. I am on the Roseau Wi-Fi. Looks like we have a pretty strong signal, so it should be a solid broadcast, but we will see. Counting the skaters on the ice here, it looks like Roseau has 11 skaters and 1 goalie for their JV squad. I talked to the boys a little bit before the game. It sounds like they had luxury hotel accommodations last night in Bemidji, Minnesota. Top of the line Super 8. Shout out to all the parents who are watching, including the ladies over at the Johnson household. Mikey? That was Mike Jackson's hand saying hello. Saw the Remix in the parking lot. Of course, they live pretty close by, so a short drive for them. The older Remix, the grandparents, that is. The official drops the puck, and we're underway. Elk River chips it into the zone. Roseau retreats. They're going to gobble up the puck and carried across their blue line. That gets intercepted. Here comes Roseau. I don't have lineup sheets, so all I'll know is the Elk River players. Holmes picks it up. Holmes gets pinched off behind the net. Roseau hard on the forecheck here early. That's Carter Millis that comes over to support. The Elks play it up and through to Salo. That gets chipped and deflects off the breezers of Holmes. Now comes out to Salo. Salo drops it to Miller. Miller looks back to Salo. And the Rams quickly there turn it right back through the neutral zone. That's Gustafson hustling over to pick up the puck. He drops it to Lerberg. Lerberg plays it off the kick the plate, and the Rams collect the loose puck, and they're going to throw it into the zone. Oren Jansen getting the start for the Elks tonight in net. And the Rams play it into the slot. The Elks pick it off. That's Lerberg. Lerberg's going to carry it up far side. Lerberg cuts to the center of the ice and tries to drop it to Harris. Good to see Harris back. He had missed a game with a sickness. And the Elks go low to high. Never gets up to Lerberg. Comes back out. Roseau's going to carry it through the zone. Lerberg taps it away. Harris is now going to cut through the neutral zone. Harris into the offensive zone, but it's an offsides on Elk River. Long drive up from Bemidji today. I think I saw one car in the span of about 2 hours going through the Red Lake Reservation. It was peaceful. Good weather, good visibility. The wind's not blowing. That's half the battle when you're up here. And the puck gets knocked into the Roseau zone, and the Roseau D collects the puck, throws it up, intercepted by the Elks. That's Norton who intercepts, throw it right out front, and Remick couldn't quite get his tape on it. The Elks dump it into the zone, and their forecheck will go to work. Max Johnson picks it up. Max Johnson on his backhand tries to get it up to the D. The D will have to retreat. That's Bart to Lerberg, back to Bart. That's easy to say, back to Bart. Puck chips up into the air, fluttering around. Johnson tries to get a shot off. Rozo knocks it away. Rozo chips it into the zone. They're going to go to work on their forecheck. We had a coach in Mites, actually it was Squirts, excuse me, that said, no back check, no forecheck, no paycheck. I assume that saying's been around a while. Millis is going to try to cut into the offensive zone. Notice we were offside, so he cut back. And Rosa goes opposite side. Millis hustles over. He gets his shot off, but it gets deflected up into the netting. And it looks like it stays up in the netting as the player's trying to get it up and out of that netting behind the goal there. So the official will come over and get another puck from the score table. This is the best sight lines they have here in Roseau. It's kind of because of the curved. There's a shot coming because of the curved roof. It's really hard to get high here. The Elks go D to D. Another shot, and the goalie steers that aside. Krotzel now goes up top. There's a shot coming. That goes just wide. That's Salo. And the Elks pick it far side. Elks getting some good zone time. There's a backhand right out front. Salo couldn't gobble it up. It was a high pass. And here comes Rozo with some speed. There's going to be a shot. Orrin makes the save, sliding from his right to his left. Gets enough of it. And here comes Miller for the Elks. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Miller slides it across to Salo. Salo with a shot and a nice pad save by the Roseau goalie. Lerberg dumps it quickly back into the zone. Roseau picks it off. Roseau now through the neutral zone. Roseau dumps it into the offensive zone. The Elks will retreat. That's Barth who picks up the puck on the near side. It chips all the way down, and it's an icing on the Elks. So we're going to have a face-off that comes back into the defensive zone for Elk River. 13-13 remaining here in the first period. Shots on net are one apiece. So far, both teams with scoring opportunities, but nobody's cashed in. Puck comes up high. There's a shot coming. Orrin just gets enough of it. Looked like the puck had kind of fallen down in his pad. Chad Jensen giving Orrin some instruction from the bench. Puck comes up to Harris and just past him and into the offensive zone. And we'll circle back to the neutral zone, try that all over again. Eli throws it to Gustafson. That's just past Cam. It's back on Lerberg's tape. Lerberg's going to put it back into the zone. The Elks are going to go after it here on the forecheck. That's Harris over there scooting over to put some pressure on the Rams. The Rams now carrying it up ice through the neutral zone. Rams cut to the center. Nice little backhand pass. Good check there by number 5, Brecken Johnson. For the Elks, 17 Cam. Delivers it to Lerberg. Lerberg with a look, shoots. Just misses on the short side. So another good look there for the Elks. Puck's in the zone. Remick takes body. Shot coming. That gets deflected just wide. Norton tries to get his tape on it. It was a bouncing puck. Couldn't see it. Rotzel shoots just wide. He pulls the trigger. And the puck comes up and out. The Rams relieve the pressure by icing the puck. So we'll have a face-off in the Elk River offensive zone. Still 0-0 here. 11:58 remaining in the first. Both teams starting to move their feet here early on a Saturday afternoon. Little backhand pass there by Max Johnson that got picked off by the Rams. So the Elks will bring it back up and out of the zone. That's Holmes who dumps it to Norton. Norton taps it into the zone. Sorry about my voice here. Every once in a while it's going to crack. Just getting over a cold. Sometimes I sound like I'm going through puberty. Again. Remick backhands it. There's a shot and a goal by Max Johnson. Off the pipe. He rings the bell. Dinner's ready, and the Elks eat dinner first. 11-18. Elks go up by a goal. 1-0 Elk River. That was Max Johnson. I didn't see who gave him the feed. I think it was maybe Remick. So the Elks score in close. Carter Millis comes to the face-off dot for Elk River. Elk River in their black sweaters today. Probably my favorite look. Rozo in their classic whites. If you've ever watched the Minnesota State Hockey Tournament, you'll recognize the green and white from Rozo. They're there every once in a while. There's a shot coming. Oren steers that to the side, and Lerberg will chip it off the glass and out. And that'll be an icing on the Elks, and we'll bring it right back into the Elk River zone for a face-off. "11 minutes remaining here in the first period. Looked like a shot was coming. There was a whiff. And then the Rams will dump it into the zone. Oren will come back and settle it down for number 15, Lerberg. Miller taps it across, tries to hit his center on the one-timer. That was a Remick goal, or I'm sorry, a Remick assist. Max Johnson on the goal. Miller's got it now. Miller plays it across, tried to hit a streaking Carter Millis. The Rams sniff that out and they'll throw it up through the neutral zone. This is Millis setting it up in the zone. Millis with a great pass to Salo. Salo makes a move all the way around, out front. Miller tried to get his stick on it, just couldn't get the shot off. The Rams blocked it. Comes up to Bratzel. Bratzel shoots. Salo with the rebound. Salo finding time and space in that house here early. Bratzel goes across to Holmes. Holmes shooting. Oh, swing and a miss on that one, and it comes into the near corner. Bratzel looks to pull the trigger, and he does. There's a shot coming. That gets deflected just wide. That was Miller trying to get his tape on it. And it's knocked finally up and out of the zone. Salo retreats. Elk River putting on heavy pressure here in the first. Elk River dumps the puck and once again goes right at it. Heavy check by number 17, the bruiser, Gustafson. Gustafson using all of his frame. He actually threw a heavy check there in the corner. There's a shot coming, and he just swings wide on that one. Oh, and there's a trip on the Elks. That's going to be Brecken Johnson going to the penalty box. That was about as obvious as they get. And so the Elks will sit for 2 minutes. 9:08 remaining here in the first. Elk River leading by a goal. Brecken's going to think about that one. And we're going to see what Rozo's power play looks like here. Looks like Lerberg, Harris, Gustafson, and random guy in the corner. Can't see a number. Random guy's a good player, though. It's Barth, number 61. Comes up high to the blue line, and that was a great job by Harris tipping it forward. Harris now has a breakaway. Harris drives in, shot, rising puck, misses the net. I think the goalie might have got a piece of it on his tape. Oh, there's a puck that makes it all the way back down to Oren. Jansen. Lerberg's going to clear it all the way down the ice. And the Rozo goaltending will come out. He'll settle it down just to his right side, so stick side. And the Rams will bring it up short side. Number 7, he's speedy. He's going to play it across to his defensive partner. There's a shot coming. Actually, 7, I think he's the wing. Can't tell. Yeah, he's the wing. Disregard. Barth picks it up. He's going to throw it up. It bobbles around the blue line. Rams shoot. Oren steers that aside, got his pad on it, and the Elks clear the puck. And the Elks change everybody behind the play. They hustle out to cut off number 7. He was hanging out between the red line and the blue line all by himself. But the Elks hurried over and shut it down before it could become a threat. Oren settles it down, and that'll be a stoppage with 7:49 to go here in the first. The Elks up by a goal. 42 seconds remaining on the power play here for the Rams. Brecken Johnson getting called for tripping. And the Rams win the face-off. Shot coming. That gets deflected a couple of times. That went off a skate. And the Elks will throw it the length of the ice. The Roseville goaltender will cover. And so now we'll have a face-off in the opposite end. On the next goal, I'll try to remember to hit the replay button. Puck comes below the goal line. The Rams go near side. They're going to chip it forward up and out of the zone. Oren comes out to play the puck. He drops it to Holmes. Holmes quickly throws it down the length of the ice once again. I think the Roseville goaltender forgot it was a power play. Kind of relaxed there for a second. Thought it was going to be an icing. And the puck comes down again into the Roseville end. It gets chipped down. And Brecken Johnson is out of the penalty box. Elks are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Still 7 minutes to play here in the first. Remick now has it on his tape near side. Remick gets cut off. Remick plays it up to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to try to tap it across. Didn't get enough of it. Puck bobbled. Now just sitting there. Rams weren't quite sure what to do with that knuckle puck. And it comes into the neutral zone. The Elks tip it through along the kick plate, wraps all the way around to the near side. Elks go low to high. Lerberg shoots. That gets blocked by Shin. Remick picks up the puck, shoots, double shot. And there's a scrum in front of the net, and the puck's still loose. Norton slides over, tries to throw it up to Barth. The Rams having all kinds of trouble getting it up and out. Finally, they get it past Barth. And Oren comes way out of the net to settle it down. They had all kinds of time. Rams are changing behind the play. Elks throwing across. Shot coming in a goal. That's Mason Norton scoring for the Elks. Little nifty backhander by the Norster. Plays it across. Norton with a little backhand. Back of the net. And the Elks go up by a pair. .6:04 remaining here in the first period. Elks once again throw it into the Rams zone. Rams having to play a lot of defense here in the first period. I think the floodgates could open for the Elks here in the second as legs wear down for the Rams. Not a lot of Rams on the bench. Harris has it now near side. Harris throws it across, goes off the goalie, and there's a goal by the Elks. That's Norty again. Norton gets a pair on one shift. And the Elks have put in 3 here in the first period. Norty finding all kinds of time and space there in front of the net. The Rams giving up the house. There's a shot coming and the goalie settles it down. That's Harris on the assist on the third goal. Gustafson now working in the far corner. Brecken Johnson buzzing. Harris has it now on his tape. Throws it across to Bratzel, who Just lost the handle, and it went under his stick, and it will come all the way down. Bratzel hustles down, picks it up first. Good foot race there by Bratzel. He won it by a mile. Elks go opposite side. Bratzel is coming off the ice with his skate. And the Rams are going to throw it into the zone. Oren settles it down for Lerberg. Lerberg taps it up. And looks like Salo chips it just up and out of the zone, but the Rams will have to retreat to be onside. Elks looking up ice. They're getting those stretch passes today to work. Salo has it now. Short side shot coming, and the goalie closes the pads and makes the save. 3-0 Elks with 4:29 remaining here in the first period. Shots on goal 10 for the Elks, 3 for the Rams. Wilson the face-off dot, gets it high to Lerberg. Lerberg is looking, plays it middle, throws it down low. He had a couple of Rams on him. Salo now with time and space. Salo's going to skate it. Lost the handle for a sec, but uses his stick to protect the puck. Miller has it now. The Elks don't know what to do with all this time and space. He's going to throw it up to Lerberg. Each player that gets the puck looks around like, when am I going to be hit? And there's nobody coming. Barth across to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to take a look. He's going to throw it to Millis. Millis shoots, and the goalie was on his angle, and he makes the save. Good diagonal look there from Lerberg to Millis. Millis pulled the trigger, and the goalie slid over and made the save. 3:53 remaining here in the first. Elks up by 3. There's a shot coming. Elks have it back on their tape. It's to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to take a look. Shot coming, gets deflected twice. Wide. Coming across to Lerberg again. Lerberg's going to backhand it into the zone. Miller's going to pick it up. Miller throws it up to Barth. Barth skates it to the middle. And now Salo has it on the perimeter. Salo in the near corner. He gets it to Millis. Millis plays it across. Barth lost an edge. Barth back on his skates. Throws it to Lerberg. Lerberg skates. Shot coming. Deflected. And it never got on net. Went off a piece of equipment. Heavy hit there on Miller. Got knocked down a couple times. Now Salo working on the Rams in the corner. The Elks forecheck is relentless. Miller bumped again. Rams desperately want to get it out of here. And now we got 3 black jerseys, 3 white jerseys over there. I feel like singing Ebony and Ivory. Now the puck's behind the net. Oh, there's a heavy hit. That's Miller. It gets ridden down hard. Miller's going to draw the penalty, though. The arm is up on the official. And that is going to be a penalty of some sort. I think it's either a hold or a... That's an elbow. Little chitty chatty. Don't do that. You're naughty. That's what he said. So he'll sit for 2 minutes. Elks on the power play. This is Bratzel. Bratzel skates into the center. Shoots. At the top of the slot. Goalie makes the save. Puck comes up to Bratzel. Bratzel slides it across to Gordy. Yep. And it comes back to Bratzel. Madden throws it back over to Mason. Oh, they picked Mason's pocket. And they're going to go down, and Mason picks their pocket. Right back at you, he says. And the Elks skated through center ice. There's a drop pass shot coming. That goes high above the net. Max Johnson not quite getting all of that one. Kind of like a 9-iron, and he really wanted like a 3-iron on that one. Two minutes remaining here in the first. Minute 24 to go on the power play. Bratzel and Holmes in on defense. Johnson, Remick, and it looks like Mason Norton there on the far side. Puck's in the corner. Max Johnson spins. Norty's got it back on his tape. Norty looking for the hat trick. Gordy's going to go low to high to Holmes. Holmes back down to Mason. Mason shoots. That goes just wide. Bratzel picks it up. He taps it to Max. Max back to Bratzel. Bratzel's going to throw it across to Holmes. Holmes is going to skate it down. Brayson now taking a look. Brayson, number 25, drops it to Remick. Remick skates it in, shoots and scores the big man. Puts the puck in the net for the Elks. And the Elks make them pay on the power play. Good play there by 44. Now we got the tunes rocking now. Thankfully, the speakers don't work on this side. Country music, of course. Would you expect anything different? 1:26 remaining. Oh, they changed it up. Now we got early 80s pop. Somewhere Casey Kasem was smiling. Puck is run along the kick plate to the near side. Yes, that makes me old. I know who Casey Kasem was. Brecken Johnson throws it up to Lerberg. It's past him. And Lerberg's going to have to get into a foot race. He'll retreat. He picks that up. Oh! There's the most obvious tripping in hockey history. Lerberg draws. Lerberg draws the tripping penalty. I'm laughing because his stick was literally stuck in his skate. Lerberg shaking off a little owie as he ran into the boards. So the Rams will go back in the penalty box. That's number 3. We'll call him No Name. He's in the penalty box. Rozo does not have names on their jerseys, unfortunately. Lerberg picks it up in the neutral zone now, skating backwards, surveying the ice. He's got his whole team with him. He's going to pass it up. Good job there by the Elks. They got everybody back on the breakout. Plenty of options for Lerberg. Lerberg's now going to throw it near side. He tried to hit Harris, who's cutting to the center of the ice. Gustafson's going to swing it to the opposite side. Now it's back to Gustafson behind the net. Gustafson looks up. He tries to hit Barth. Lerberg hustles over, picks up the puck on the far side. Lerberg's going to play it to Gustafson. Cameron looking, number 17. He hits Harris. Harris had lost his edge, didn't have his balance, and never got a shot on it. Brecken Johnson now plays it behind the net. Gustafson gets there first. Good hustle by Gustafson. Comes up to Barth. Barth holds it. Barth shoots. Goalie makes a pad save. Cameron doesn't get all of it in the pass, but enough of it. Harrison shoots. And that'll end the period. 4-0 Elks. And I don't think we're going to zam the ice here, which is good news. We're going to get right back into the action. Regular crowd is shuffling in. And no, I'm not going to sing you a song. Not yet, anyway. Some of the Roseau regulars are starting to show up for the varsity contest coming up this afternoon. Stick around, we'll be doing that one at 2 o'clock. Some Roseau players getting in some extra skating time. Hopefully you're enjoying this ESB Sports broadcast. Not the best filming location in the world. We kind of propped up on the bleachers here.
Need one more.
Roseau wins the face-off. It'll come into the Elk zone. Holmes will drop it to, I think it's Bratzel. Yep. Bratzel fakes the pass. Good decision. And the Elks will take it down near side. Holmes with the nifty little backhander to Miller. Miller to Bratzel. Bratzel. Miller. Miller shot. Salo gobbles it up. Kind of like a shot pass. Miller has it back on his tape. Miller circling. Miller looking. Miller with the Kaprizov Mohawks. Shot coming. Scrum in the middle. Bratzel working hard over there, keeping the puck in the zone. Holmes shoots it. It's off some gear. Holmes backhands it to Bratzel. Bratzel to Holmes. One-timer. Shot wide. Puck rings around the kick plate. Comes all the way out. And the Rams are back to full strength. Puck comes up to Millis. Millis across to Miller. And the puck bounces through the neutral zone. Comes to Bart. Bart to Lerberg. Lerberg looking up ice. Decides to go to Barth again. Barth skating it up. Taking a look, he'll dump. The Elks will chase. There's a shot right out front. Good opportunity there for Harris. That puck rattles off the back of the net. And the Roseau skater does a nice C-cut. Goes the opposite direction into the near corner. The Rams now pinch off Harris. And the puck slides up to the opposite side. Lerberg tries to hold it. Bounces up over his tape. And the Elks will have to retreat. Barth gloves it down to hold the zone. Nice little feed to Harris. Harris shot. Gustafson swings, just misses the one-timer. And the puck comes all the way up and out of the zone. 14:34 remaining. The Elks will change a bunch of skaters. So will the Rams. Just realized this was a bad time to put in a lifesaver. Tasty though. Shot coming. Holmes steers that aside. Puck's in the corner. Goes up top to Bratzel. Bratzel doesn't get all of it. Bratzel follows his own shot. Shot coming. The Rams make the save. 2 saves, 3 saves. The goalie's all over it. It's underneath this breezers. And the Rams scramble to make sure there's no... And now there's a little introductions happening there by the Rams net. Everybody's saying hi. Nice to meet you. We call a penalty on that. Well, it's an elbow on big number 44. So the Elks will have 2 minutes here to think about that elbow. That's Chase Remick in the penalty box for the Elks. The Rams control in the Elk zone. Millis does a good job of knocking the puck away, and now he's got a 2-on-1. Millis pulls the trigger and it goes, deflects wide. Elks looking to pick a corner there. Just missed. Looks like Remick's having a heck of a conversation with whoever the scorekeeper is. They're having a good chuckle. And the Elks throw the puck the length of the ice. The Rams collect the loose puck. Gustafson pestering. And the Elks try to throw it up and out. The Rams hold. The Rams are looking. They're going to throw opposite side. He's got time and space. Shot coming. And Jansen gloves it down and holds. 12:57 remaining here in the second period of action. Elk River up 4-0. Elks on a penalty kill after Chase Remick got called for an elbow. Lerberg's going to send it all the way around the rink and up and out. Good job by Brecken Johnson to knock that puck down the length of the ice, and the Rams will have to retreat behind their own net. Rams are going to throw it up far side. The D tries to hit the center. The Elks picked it off. That's Brecken Johnson sniffing that one out. Brecken throws it into the corner, and the Elks are happy to keep the puck in the Rams zone. The Elks playing what appears to be a neutral zone trap. The Rams having all kinds of trouble sniffing it out here and getting the puck through the neutral zone. And the puck bounces onto Lerberg's tape. Lerberg sends it far corner. And the Rams once again will try to bring it up. That's Miller on the forecheck. The Elks cut it off once again. That's Harris with a good job on the forecheck. And the Elks will drive. Shot coming. That's Miller who tried to sneak it in on the short side, and the goalie was able to do the chicken wing save. Jack and Diane just arrived at the rink. And the puck is quick shot by the Elks. Follow-up coming, and Miller decides to throw it up low to high. Holmes is going to shoot it, and the goalie makes the save. That hit him right in the number 1. Good job by the Roseau goalie there to be on his angle. A couple of quick shots by the Elks. And the Elks win the face-off. Sort of. And they do control. And Salo tries to go across ice to Miller. The Rams got a skate on it, so the Elks will retreat. Elks controlling play here. 11:29 ticking down in the second. The Elks have been all over the Rams for the majority of this period. Rams are going to get tired as this game goes on, chasing. Millis now in the low corner. Throws it to Miller. Miller, shot coming, point blank. Double shot coming. Rang the bell, hit the pipe, did a wraparound and a goal by Miller. I'll give you a look at that. I think Miller got 4 or 5 shots there before deciding to just heck with it, I'll do a wraparound and score. $5-0 Elks with 11:07 ticking down here in the second. Elks throw out the big line. Johnson, Norton, Remick, Bratzel, Holmes. Rams skate it down in the corner, do a quick escape. They go low to high. The Rams looking, shot coming. Horn makes the save. Puck is sitting dangerously on the left side of the net. The Elks clear it. Puck comes up near side. The Rams carry it to the neutral zone. They're going to dump it into the zone and go to work on the forecheck. Holmes comes over with what can only be described as a derriere check. He jumped up in the air and checked him with his butt. I haven't seen that one before. That's unique. creative. Gustafson in the face-off dot for the Elks. Gustafson controls it to Barth. Barth drops it down low just past Brecken Johnson. Harris with a sneaky little forecheck before he grabs the puck. Good stick check there by Brecken Johnson. Brecken throws it across to Lerberg. Lerberg can't hold. Lerberg will have to escape. He makes a little reversal move now. He'll wait and throw it in the zone. He'll throw opposite side to Brecken Johnson. Brecken Johnson throws it down low. Throws it up to Lerberg. Lerberg skates down low. Lerberg makes a little move. 2 little moves. Now he's behind the net. Lerberg decides to reverse and go the other direction. Lerberg has it now. He's looking up top. He's going to throw it just past Gustafson. Well, Gustafson got his tape on it. Just couldn't knock it down. Lerberg has it now. Lerberg going to drive down. Lerberg with a nifty little move. Shot coming. That was short side. That went off the goalie. Now the Rams are going to clear the zone. They're going to throw it up and out, and that's going to be nice. Sorry, my voice went out on me there. I don't know how I'm going to do this for 3 more hours. More lifesavers. Millis in the face-off dot now for the Elks. That goes into the corner. Salo on the forecheck along with Miller. Elks not giving the Rams any time and space. Oh, a heavy check there on Miller. And the Rams will bring it up and out. And, oh, there's the face. a little, I don't know what that was. Hip check by Bratzel there right at the whistle. Nothing called, so we're clean. And the puck comes down to Holmes. Holmes is going to grab it now. Holmes working on a ram there in the corner. Holmes goes cross ice to Miller. Elks trying to get the handle on the puck here. Bouncing puck. Couldn't settle it down a couple of times. 8:30 here remaining in the second. 5-0 Elks. Shots on goal. 29 for the Elks, 5 for the Rams. And the Elks win the face-off. Bratzel a little Holmes. Holmes is going to chip it down to Salo, who tips it into the zone. The Rams control. They're going to throw it up and out. Looks like the Rams at this point have settled on just trying to clear the zone as many times as possible with the forecheck pressure. There's Millis putting on the pressure. Rams coming up ice, just no one to hit. Nobody's open, they're all covered. Salo has it now on his tape. Salo looks, shoots, high and wide. There's a scrum along the boards. Rozo appreciates the breather. Bratzel has it now on his tape. Bratzel's going to throw it to Millis. Millis all the way across, trying to hit Salo. It comes out to Remick. Remick back to Millis. Millis takes a look. Cross to Remick. Remick trying to shove her in the net. Can't get it past number 1's goalie pads. He makes the save, and that stops the clock with 7:21 remaining here in the second. If you just joined us, it's Elk River 5, the Rams 0. Warren Jansen hasn't seen a whole lot of action, but when he has, he's been able to shut the door on the Rams. Puck's right out front, shot coming. And the goalie steers out of side, and the Rams are going to bring it up and out of the zone. Constantly pestered by the Elks. The Elks go near side. That's Norton with a nice little chip to Johnson. Johnson takes it down short side. Perfect pass. to Remick, who puts it on goal, and the goalie shuts the door. Great pass there by Max Johnson. He hit Remick on the tape. Remick pulled the trigger, but the goalie was right there and made the save. The Elks are going to throw it up ice now, center ice. That's Remick who tries to one-hand it forward. Now he's got it back on his tape. This line has been relentless on the Rams. Really all the lines have, but this line's clicked tonight. Elks go up high to Lerberg. Lerberg shoots, it gets deflected wide. I think that was the goalie who got his stick on it and went high and wide. Elks try to shove it up high. Never got there. The Rams pick it off, and they're going to bring it down. They've got an opportunity. Here they come. Shot coming. Goran slams the door closed. Goran gets his right pad on it. Elks go across ice. That's Brecken Johnson who tips it. Hustles down, but it is an ice on the Elks. Gustafson in the face-off dot. He wins it back to Holmes. Holmes buries it in the corner. Gustafson supports. Puck squirts loose to an Elk. The Elks will bring it up ice. That's Harris. Harris, number 36, tries to get it to Gustafson, number 17. There's a shot coming by Harris. That gets tipped wide. Harris backhands it up to the point. Bratzel drops it down to Harris. Harris backhands it to Bratzel. It's the Bratzel-Harris show. Back to Gustafson, and there's a high stick in the corner. And that'll kill the play with 5:27. The Elks must have played it with a high stick, as the face-off will come all the way down into the Elk River zone. 5:27 remaining here in the second period. Elks 5, Rams 0. Shots are 32-6. Elks. There's a trip right off the face-off, no call. That was Bratzel who had his feet taken out. That's fine. Puck far side. Plays it perfectly to Gustafson. Gustafson with a look. Tried to play it out front. Gustafson overskated the net. Harris delivers to Gustafson. Gustafson with a nice pass out front to Harris. Harris misses by about a foot. And it's a shooting gallery, folks. And the Elks have it back. They throw it up in the slot. That's Gustafson. It's back to Harris. Elks go D to D. Bratzel skates it in. Shot coming. Double shot. Triple shot. The goalie's laying down on his belly. And he makes the save. Gustafson swatting away at it. And the Elks adding to their shot total. 34 shots now through almost 2 periods. 4:44 remaining here in the second. I think we're going to see for sure a 50-some shot game by the Elks. With all that said, the Rams goalie has done a great job with multiple opportunities coming for the Elks in the house, in the slot, and every other potential scoring zone you could ever want in hockey. Salo circles back to the blue line, and puck comes up and out of the zone. Gets chipped down into the corner. Bratzel hustles over, cuts it off, tries to deliver it to Salo. And that's Miller with the yeoman's work. Miller's got it on his tape. Shot coming off the pipe. And the goalie makes the second rebound save. And the Rams are going to once again just clear it. Like it's a penalty kill. And the Elks will have a face-off opportunity once again in the Ram zone. A couple Elks skaters come onto the ice. That's Lerberg and Barth. Millis comes to the face-off dot. He's flanked by Salo and Miller. Salo backhands it into the corner to Miller. Miller now working in the corner. Gets it to Millis. Millis chips his 9-iron up and over the net and into the netting. Millis wins the face-off dot to wins the faceoff, to Barth. Miller tries to backhand it out front. Miller now working behind the net with Salo. Salo with the turnover. He throws it up top to Lerberg. Lerberg skates it to the center of the ice, shoots it, deflects. Salo gets run over. He's all right. He's back up. And here come the Rams. Oh, Lerberg misses the check-in. It goes off the goalie, deflects wide, and Millis now going to bring it up ice. Millis drives down. He's got Miller with him. Miller across to Millis. Goalie makes a great save. Comes back to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to take a look. Throw it to Millis. And the Elks with a couple of really good looks there. Couldn't beat the Roseau goaltender. They made the right plays, just got beat by a better goalie on that specific shift. Elks now will go to work in the offensive zone. It gets chipped down into the corner. Puck comes near side. Barth hustles over, picks up the puck. Puck in the corner. And the Elks come away with it. Elks backhand it to Lerberg. Lerberg holds his zone. Lerberg shoots. That goes just wide after it was tipped. Johnson goes back to Lerberg. Lerberg catches it on his backhand. Lerberg shoots. And it's in the net. Lerberg gets his first tally of the season. And that'll make him a happy boy tonight. Finally beats the goaltender. Oh, no, it was tipped up front, I think. Yep, that was Nordy who got a tip. Never mind. Scratch that. Oops, I gotta put that up. Ah, shoot, I didn't get the replay either. And the Elks right away on the face-off will bring it down. That's Nordy. Nordy's gonna take a look, throw it to Lerberg, who's sliding down the slot. And it comes back to Johnson. Johnson shoots. He chips that one over the net. The Elks brought all their wedges today. Lerberg with a shot. That goes off the goaltender, and he sends it wide. Comes up to Barth. Barth settles it down with a skate. Good pass shot. There's a shot right out front. That's Remick who buries it. And the goals are coming again once again, fast and furious. 2:09, Elks up 7-0, and we're playing some new kids on the block, I guess. All right. All you 40 and 50 somethings will appreciate that. Oh wait, I got the song wrong, I think. Okay, never mind. I don't even know what that is. You would hope I know. I thought it was the right stuff, but I guess not. Anyway, back to hockey. Oh, there's a massive trip. No call. The refs are letting some stuff go here now, which is understandable, as long as it's not a safety. Comes out to the blue line. That's Holmes. Holmes is going to take a look. That goes off a piece of equipment of the Rams. Holmes retreats. Nice pass to Ratzel. Some really good passing here for the Elks. Oh, except for that one. There's a turnover in the zone. The Elks will chip it up and out to relieve some of the pressure there. The Rams getting some zone time. Gustafson will chip it into the zone. 45 seconds remaining here in the second. The Elks give it to Salo right out front, shot. And I think that was a goal. It was. That was Salo, like, what the heck? And that was a goal for the Elks. Salo with a nice shot right in front, all by himself in the slot. Salo did not miss. He was in the house. Elks moving everything to the net right now, as they should. Salo throws it to Millis. Millis back, tried to hit Salo, who was streaking to the net. Sorry, I'm watching the rep here. What do we got going on? I don't think anything's going on. I thought they'd called a penalty, but looks like it was just maybe a icing. We have two linesmen working this game, so it's hard to tell when a penalty's called. Lerberg hustles over, backhands it to hold the zone. Comes out to Millis, shot, that's wide. And that'll end the period with 8-0 Elks after 2. We will zam the ice. We'll leave it right here. Go grab your favorite beverage, come back and join us for the third period. Welcome back to the third period of action here. Elk River leading 8-0 against the Roseau Rams. Shots on goal, 40 for the Elks, 6 for the Rams. We got 17 minutes of hockey to play. Salo off the face-off dot. Salo drives in the corner. He's checked into the wall. Then Miller throws a check. Comes up to Millis, and there's going to be a penalty early on Miller for an elbow. I did see the elbow come up on that check, and I thought they might call it, and that's exactly what they did. So the face-off will come into the Elk River end. It didn't take long for the Elks to end up in the penalty box there. That's Miller. We have gone to running time, however, so he won't sit the full 2 minutes. It's already down to 1:45 and ticking. Minnesota hockey rules, if you're up by 6 goals in the third period, it is running time, so this game will end quicker than usual. Oh, a couple of horns are locked there in the corner. That's Holmes locked at the helmet with one of the Rams. Both players patiently waited till they got separated, and we'll drop the puck again. This is... Oh, there we go. Puck comes up high. There's a shot coming. It gets deflected. There you go. Miller, 2 minutes for elbowing, but it's already down to 57 seconds, so he's not going to sit that long. And the Rams will bring it up ice. Near side. He's cut off by Millis. Elks have it on their tape. Oh, the Rams circle shot coming. It gets deflected. I don't think Oren got a piece of that one. Maybe he did. Millis driving down near side. Millis tries to make a move. The Rams cut him off. And the Rams will bring it back up ice. 22 seconds remaining on the penalty to Miller. And the Elks, that's Millis with that long stick, taps it right back into the neutral zone. The Rams now go near side. They ricochet that off the kick plate. The Elks will grab the puck and throw it down ice. The Elks will burn off that penalty to Miller. And the puck squirts loop to Harris. Harris right out front. Perfect pass to Gustafson. Gustafson just couldn't get it in the net. Goalie made a nice pad save. I think he made a couple of pad saves there on Gus. Elks now swarming on the forecheck. The Rams struggling to get it out. The Elks throw it deep once again. Brady Hansen now in the game, playing just the third period of this game for the Elks. So he'll be getting some varsity minutes for sure today, I would believe. Lerberg now battling in the corner. The big number 27. Oh, and then Gustafson comes over to help. Puck swings up high. The Elks got it now. A couple of bodies get tied up. That's Brecken Johnson. That's Gustafson who's got it now. Gustafson feeds it to Lerberg. Lerberg shoots, and the goalie shuts the door. Lerberg got it late on the side of the net. Still got the shot off. The goalie, on his angle, makes the save. Now Johnson swarming to put on the forecheck pressure. The puck does come up and out of the zone. That's Holmes, who is now chasing the puck down behind his own net. Holmes turns up ice with speed. Holmes with the pass to Remick. Misses Remick and goes behind him. And that's an ice. So the face-off will come in the Elk zone. 12:45 ticking down here. It's running time here in the third period. 8-0 Elks. Off the face-off dot, Norton. And the Rams hold. They'll throw it into the Elks zone. It goes into the far corner. Holmes picks up the loose puck. Holmes throws to Remick. Remick passes it to Norton. Norton drives center ice. Norton has that knocked away, and the goalie will make the save. Norton lost the handle on his stick. He'll pick that up. And we'll stay with 5-on-5 hockey here with 11:58 and change running down on the clock. Elks have a strong JV season, winning or losing only 3 games this year. Actually, losing only 2 games and tying 1. My memory is correct. Edina and Buffalo were their losses, and they tied Rogers. Technically losing in a shootout, but in JV, shootouts don't count, so it's a tie officially. Face off right in front of us here. That's Millis for the Elks. Bratzel drops it to Brady. Brady chips it up to Millis. Now Salo picks up the loose puck. 3-on-1 for the Elks if they hustle. Elks couldn't connect on the pass. Bratzel's got it now. Bratzel to Miller. Miller takes a look, makes a nifty little move to the inside, backhands it, tried to get it to Salo. Salo back up to Miller. Miller makes another move along the boards. Miller skates it, shoots it, and it goes off a piece of equipment up into the netting, and that'll be a face-off in the Ram zone. 10:34, counting down. Millis, an aggressive face-off win. Millis now has the puck. He throws it the opposite side to Miller. Miller takes a look, looking. He's going to try to hit Bratzel. It gets deflected. Good job by Hansen to hold the zone. Hansen throws it into the corner to Salo. Salo throws it across to Millis. Bouncing puck. Millis couldn't get the handle on it. And the Rams having all kinds of trouble getting it up and out of their zone with any efficiency here. Elks are going to hold. Shot coming. That's high. Another wedge by the Elks. There's a shot coming. Bratzel has that blocked. That's stung number 26 for the Rams. He goes off holding the skate up in the air. And the Elks are going to bring it back up ice. This is Brady Hansen. Brad gets cut off, so he'll chip it to Miller. Miller tries to just throw it in the zone, but good stick work there by the Rams. They're going to control. The Rams try to take time on that breakout, and the Elks just every time are shutting them down in the neutral zone. Rams just taking way too long to set up their breakout. Instead of quickly moving the puck up ice, they constantly are circling back and waiting, and by then the Elks have completely set up a neutral zone trap, and quite honestly, they have no chance of getting it up ice. It's a kind of a head scratcher, and they got to move the puck up ice faster. Puck comes to the blue line. They're going to cut to the middle. They're going to play it across to Gustafson. Gustafson now working with Johnson behind the goal line. Johnson to Gustafson, right out front to Harris. Harris with a quick shot. Harris pulls the trigger, and the goalie makes the save. 8:31 ticking down. Shots on net. 43 for the Elks, 7 for the Rams. Elks with the face-off win. The goalie quickly covers, and we'll do it all over again. Just talking to DJ during the intermission. Shot coming, and the goalie makes a save, and once again, we'll do a three-peat. DJ was from Sammy's, was telling me that they ate at Applebee's there. It's right next to the hotel. Said it was a good bus ride. Lerberg tries to pull the trigger. The Rams. Lerberg gets it back on his tape. Oh, the Elks, dangerous chip there, but it worked. Here comes Gustafson. Gustafson with Lerberg. Gustafson with a shot high up into the netting. Figuring out what side to do the face-off on, and we've got that organized. Elks will win the face-off. Rams looking tired. Bratzel's going to drive down. Shot coming. The goalie makes the save. So the Rams goalie so far has shut out the Elks here in the third. 8 goals on 47 shots. Looks like we're into the 70s collection for music. Bratzel steps up. There's a little chipper shot. Goalie knocks it down in front. The puck dangerously sitting in the house, but the Rams able to clear. And the Rams will chip it forward. That's Johnson to Bratzel. Bratzel drops to Barth. Barth chips it in the zone. Goes off the kick plate, the Zam door, and the Rams will pick it up. Pestered by Harris. Harris has been a thorn in the side for the Rams. Oh, one-timer howitzer by Johnson, but he misses. Heck of a one-timer. Johnson with the shot and a goal. He gets a nice feed from Cam Gustafson. And the Elks finally tally here in the third. 5:39 ticking down. 9-0 Elks. Take a look at that one. I mean, when you can step into the slot like that, uncontested, with the clear shot, that's almost impossible for the goalie to make that save. The forward puts it anywhere where the goalie isn't. Remick off the face-off. Remick driving down. Remick all the way out of the net. Johnson trailing. Puck comes up to Lerberg. Lerberg plays across to Remick. Remick, shot coming. That gets deflected wide. Remick looking for his third one. And the puck gets thrown up and out of the zone. Lerberg will pick up that puck behind his own net. He's going to set up the breakout. He's going to throw the puck up to the forward. And the puck's coming up. That's Norton. Norton, a little drop pass, but the Rams are there first. Hansen tries to hold the zone. He's going to play it back to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to look up ice. Lerberg moves the puck forward, and it's going to be no icing. So Lerberg with the dump. Nope, comes back up and out. And Jansen settles it down to Holmes, or Bratzel. Bratzel throws it up to Johnson. Johnson. And the Elks are just offside, so that stops the play with 4 minutes ticking away, 9-0 Elks. Hope you've enjoyed this LV Sports broadcast. Proud leader in all kinds of awkward sporting events. Salo in the corner. He's going to throw it across to Miller. Miller is going to shoot. That goes off a piece of equipment. Comes up high to Holmes. Holmes is going to shoot it. That gets deflected. The Rams knock it down. The Rams chip it up to their forward. There's a couple of bodies that got tangled up behind the play. They're untangled. It's the next Disney movie, by the way. And it goes down into the corner. Comes up. Oh, nope. Never gets up to Miller. That's Barth who has his pocket pick. The Rams have their best chance. And it goes just wide. Holmes picks up that loose puck. Holmes pestered by a couple of Rams, but the Elks come away. A lot of animals out on the ice. Whoa! Did it. Puck's in the corner. Goes behind the net. Comes opposite side. And it's in the near corner. And it gets chipped up and down the ice. Oh, it's intercepted by the Rams. They're going to throw it into the corner. They were offsides. Otherwise, might have had a good look. Bratzel with a nifty little move. Delivers to Salo. Salo dumps it into the zone. Rams now have time and space. Elks laying off a little bit. And the Elks will have to hustle. They get back on sides. 3-on-1 situation. There's a shot coming. Goes into the far corner. Miller has it on his tape. Miller, the time and space, throws it up high to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to take a look. That gets knocked down by a piece of equipment out front. It gets chipped forward on the goal. He's going to clear it himself. 1:49 counting away. Lerberg's going to play it across to Bratzel. Bratzel's going to chip it off the Dashers and into the zone. And the Rams will throw it right back into the Elks zone, and it's going to be a stoppage because it's an icing. 1:33 counting down. 9-0 Elks. And the puck now is down on Jansen. Hansen to Holmes. Holmes to Johnson. Johnson with a one touch to Cam. Cam drives down. Cam backhands it across to Harris. Perfect scoring opportunity. Harris just misses. Nifty little play there by Cam. Hansen now has it. Hansen looking up ice. Hansen chips it off the kick plate. It comes across and Johnson's cut off at the blue line. 32 seconds, counting down. Cam's going to backhand it off the glass into the zone. 25 seconds now. 9-0 Elks. Shots are 53-7. And the Rams ring it up and out. That should do it for this one. The clock's still moving even though we have a stoppage on the ice. That's going to be the game. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Elks with the victory, 9-0, 53 shots to 7 for the Rams. Well, it turns out an Elk is stronger than a Ram in this one. Stick with us. I'm going to shut it down for a little bit and then do a little recharge, and then I will be back with you for the varsity contest, which should be starting within the next probably half hour. It's 1:22 now. The game, official game time is 2 o'clock. I assume it'll start right at 2. The Elks victorious 9-0 over the Rams. The varsity game coming up next here at 2 o'clock Central Standard. We will see you at 2 o'clock.